Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television. Coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja, I am Ramsey Enoch. A quick reminder that Global Television is on the STV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. Now the news in full. President Bola Tinubu has signed into law 4 tax reform bills on key areas of Nigeria's fiscal and revenue framework. Tinubu signed the bills at a ceremony held at the Aso Rock Presidential Villa, Abuja. The 4 bills include the Nigerian Tax Bill, the Nigerian Tax Administration Bill, the Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Bill, and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill. President Bola Tinubu has declined to sign the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, that is NDLEA Amendment Bill 2025 into law. In a letter addressed to the House of Representatives and read on the floor by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, the President cited constitutional and transparency concern for withholding assets. Uyi Agbomofuegbe completes the story.
The President, referencing Section 58, subsection 4 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, explained that the bill seeks to empower the Progressive Grand Alliance, respectively, citing persistent internal crisis and the need to align with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. The Speaker, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, formally announced their defections on the floor of the House. Following the announcement, Minority Whip Honorable Issa Jesse, relying on Section 68, subsection 1G of the 1999 Constitution, urged the Speaker to immediately declare Honorable Atu's seat vacant.
After holistic consultations with my constituents and critical stakeholders, I have, therefore, moved to the All Progressive Congress effective today. This decision was necessitated by the persistent internal crisis plaguing the Labour Party, both at the national level and within the state chapter.
From the Labour Party to appeal to you to quickly declare the seat of the member vacant immediately. This, since he has violated Section 68 1G of the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that you should declare his seat vacant and be courageous enough to do that today.
Uyi Agbomofuegbe, reporting for Global TV News.
In another development, President Bola Tinubu has called for the fight against drug abuse and illicit trafficking to evolve into a national movement, stressing that only a holistic, inclusive approach can successfully tackle the scourge. The President declared in a keynote address delivered on his behalf by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, at the grand finale of the 2025 World Drug Day commemoration held at the Presidential Villa Conference Center, Abuja. Tinubu underscored that combating substance abuse and trafficking is not a task for the government alone, but must be championed by families, civil society, youth groups, faith leaders, community organizations, businesses, and individuals who lived experience, and reaffirming Nigeria's commitment to global efforts to end drug abuse. Vice President Kashim Shettima has departed Abuja for Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, on an official state visit to the Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed Ali. During the visit, Vice President Shettima will participate in the official launch of Ethiopia's Green Legacy Program, a flagship environmental initiative. The program is designed to combat deforestation, enhance biodiversity, and mitigate the adverse effects of climate change, targets the planting of 20 billion tree seedling over 4 years. The Nigerian Senate has confirmed the chairman and board members of the Southwest, South-South, and North Central Development Commissions. The approval came after the chairman of the relevant Senate committees presented their report during plenary session. Kikelomo Okere has details.
The committee hereby recommends that the Senate do confirm the nomination of the underlisted person as chairman, managing director, and members of the Southwest Development Commission. 1. Senator Olubunmi Adebunmi as chairman.
During the confirmation process, Tijani Laura, a nominee for South-South Development Commission Board, was dropped due to his failure to submit the necessary documents required for screening.
The Senate do confirm the nominations of the unlisted persons as chairman and members of the Governing Council of the North Central Development Commission. 1. Barrister Cosmas T. Aki, chairman. Dr. Senyir Siri Yetsin, managing director.
Additionally, Minority Leader Abba Moro raised concern about the leadership composition of the North Central Development Commission, pointing out that it was incomplete.
That the appointment is a call to serve our nation by Mr. President, and they should do all within their powers to make sure that they discharge their duties diligently, so that the intention of Mr. President to develop our nation will be realized.
Despite these issues, the Senate proceed to confirm all nominees for position across the three development commissions. In a similar development, the Senate confirmed the appointment of Oludare Sunday and Kabir Katata as the new Managing Director and Executive Director of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, NDIC. The confirmation took place during Thursday plenary following the report by the Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions, chaired by Senator Adetokunbo Abiru.
The Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions, after robust engagement with the nominees and being satisfied with their experiences, performance and academic qualifications, hereby recommends as follows: that the Senate do confirm the combinations of the underlisted as Managing Director and Executive Director of NDIC. 1. Mr. Thompson Oludare Sunday as the Managing Director.
Mr. Thompson Oludare Sunday is hereby confirmed as the Managing Director of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation. The nomination of Dr. Kabir Sabo Katata is hereby confirmed as the Executive Director of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation.
Following Thursday's confirmation, Oludare and Katata are expected to immediately assume their role at the NDIC, a key institution in safeguarding Nigeria's banking system and depositors fund. Kikelomo Okere, Global Television News.
The Deputy Senate President Barau Jibrin has reaffirmed his loyalty to President Bola Tinubu, reaffirming him as a political father and pledging to execute any directive issued by the President. Global Television correspondent has the rest of the details.
Speaking to journalists at the National Assembly, the Deputy President of the Senate, Jibrin Barau, provided an update on the upcoming Constitution Review Town Hall meetings set to take place nationwide, highlighting the collective nature of President Tinubu's success. Barau stated that when the President succeeds, we all succeed.
Whatever the President, let me tell you, I'm very loyal to him. But you see, Mr. President is a very kind-hearted person. When we had our problem in Kano, he was the one who resolved our issues for us and made it possible for me to be given the ticket to come to the Senate. He stood by me to become the Deputy Senate President. So if today, if the time comes and he said, I want you to work with me, well, I'll say thank you, sir.
Senator Barau also outlined the Senate's comprehensive approach to the Constitution review process, stressing the critical role of inclusivity and public engagement. He revealed that the Senate Committee on Constitution Review has received numerous memoranda and bills from Nigerian citizens and civil society organizations.
To have zonal public hearings where we allow Nigerians will be given the opportunity to come in to ventilate their views with respect to their to whatever they feel should be done to the Constitution. So what we are going to listen to hear from these people, from our people in the zones, is not restricted to what we have gotten. It's an open space for people to bring in whatever they want to bring.
Senator Barau emphasized that the hearings are open to all Nigerians, regardless of profession or social status, welcoming participation from professionals, academics, grassroots representatives, and every citizen interested in shaping the nation's future. Ramsey Enoch reporting for Global TV News.
The House of Representatives has resolved to investigate the Nigerian police force over multiple allegations of corruption, abuse of office, and financial misconduct threatening national security. The resolution followed a motion of urgent public importance sponsored by Ibe Osawa, Mark Esset, and Mohammed Jafaru, who noted that the police constitutional mandate to protect lives and property is being undermined by rising report of procurement breaches and financial irregularities. Sharon Ajay has details.
The lawmakers cited allegations that the Nigerian Police Forces Procurement Department awarded a 6 billion naira contract for police uniforms to Crown Nature Nigerian Limited by splitting it into 66 contracts to bypass the Public Procurement Act. Describing these issues as a systematic abuse of office and disregard for regulations, the House mandated its committees on public accounts and public procurement to investigate and report back within 6 weeks.
The House is disturbed by the reported sale of critical national security assets, including Garki Police Barracks in Abuja, the Falomo Police Barracks in Lagos, and Bompai Barracks in Kano, to private individuals closely linked with Exim Realty Company Limited, without due process or required approvals from the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission, Ministry of Police Affairs, or the Federal Executive Council, and in total disregard of the PPP regulation guide.
The House of Representatives also passed for second reading a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the Federal Capital Territory Area Council Service Commission, sponsored by Honorable Moshood Olarewaju Oshun. Similarly, the House passed for second reading a bill for an act to establish the Federal Institute for Driving Technology, Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos State, charged with the responsibility of providing full-time courses in deep-sea ocean diving studies, sponsored by Honorable Adebayo Balogun.
This afternoon, to move that a bill for an act to provide for establishment of Federal Capital Territories Area Councils Service Commission and for related matters, HB 1838, be read the second time. I so move.
To move that the bill for the establishment of the Federal Institute of Diving Technology, Ibeju-Lekki, charged with the responsibility to provide full-time courses in deep-sea ocean diving study, be read the second time. I so move.
Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
The senator representing Edo South, Neda Emerson, has decamped from the Labour Party to the All Progressive Congress. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, announced Emerson's defection during plenary session through an official letter. Kikelomo Okere reports.
The senator representing Edo South, Neda Emerson, explained that his decision was after extensive consultation with his constituency and political leaders throughout the Edo South Senatorial District. He expressed his desire to align the district with the current administration's focus on development and renewable energy initiative.
This decision follows extensive consultations with my constituents, my political stakeholders, my supporters across Edo South Senatorial District, who have expressed their desire to have me enter a party that will give our people national prominence and political relevance. I want to align my senatorial district with the development and the renewed hope agenda of the current administration. My defection is necessitated by irreconcilable internal crisis and leadership challenges within the Labour Party.
The senator requested that his letter be read aloud in the Senate and recorded in the official proceedings. Kike Lomo Okere, Global Television News.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, that is INEC, has met with leaders of registered political parties in Abuja ahead of major election across the country. Top on the agenda were preparation for the Federal Capital Territory Area Council election and the Anambra governorship poll. Our correspondent, Kabir Hassan, was there for Global TV.
It was full house at the INEC Conference Hall in Abuja as representatives from various political parties gathered to receive key updates from the Commission. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, during the meeting emphasizes that campaign activities must end 22 hours before Election Day in strict compliance with the electoral guidelines. The INEC chairman revealed that 3.5 million voters have registered ahead of the election, and a final list of the 16 candidates have been released for the forthcoming Anambra election.
Going by the timetable and schedule of activities for the FCT Area Council elections, party primaries end on Monday, 30th June 2025. You have the next 3 weeks after that date to tidy up your documentation and upload the list of your candidates to the dedicated portal from the 21st of July to 11th August 2025.
The Commissioner scheduled a series of by-election for Saturday, August 18, 2025, to fill vacant seats of the National and State Assembly across 12 states. INEC chairman explained that the vacancies arose from resignation, death, and court order annulments. However, he confirmed that the by-election will not be conducted in 2 state constituencies, Kana 2 in Rivers State due to a state of emergency, and Talata Marafa South in Zamfara State, which is subjected to the ongoing legal procedures.
Campaign in public by political parties commenced 2 weeks ago on 11th June 2025 and will continue until midnight of Thursday, 6th November 2025, that is 24 hours prior to Election Day. During that period, we expect political parties to adhere to our regulations and guidelines for meetings, rallies, processions, and campaigns already available again from our website.
As the countdown of the election continues, INEC says it remains committed to transparency, inclusiveness, and credible electoral process nationwide. Hassan Kabir, reporting for Global TV.
The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has reaffirmed the commitment of the Nigerian Armed Forces to work closely with traditional rulers to restore lasting peace in Benue South and surrounding region. We bring you the details on our News Prime. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has deferred hearing on a suit seeking to validate Senator Samuel Anyanwo's position as the National Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, till September 22. Justice Mohammed Umar approved the adjournment on a day. All the defendants, including the PDP, challenged the competence of the suit and the jurisdiction of the court to entertain it. You're watching the live broadcast of News Cycle. When the News Cycle return, federal government to equip 3 million Nigerians with technical skills. Details coming shortly, plus business and foreign stories on the other side of this break. Stay with us. Welcome back from that break. Now to the world of business, where the federal government says it is putting up projects with a goal to equip this million Nigerians with technical skills to create 1.5 million jobs. The Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, who was represented by Francis Sani, made this known at the Science Creating Council Initiative Demo Day and closing ceremony at Innovate Hub in Abuja. Global Television correspondent has details.
Speaking at the Science Granting Council Initiative Demo Day and closing ceremony, the Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, who was represented by Francis Sani, says the ministry launched a project to create network of campuses.
Nigeria Talent Cities Initiative, which is the initiative that's supposed to create a network of campuses that can serve as both digital work environments but also innovation ecosystems. That creates about 500,000 jobs through outsourcing over the next 24 months and creates about 100,000 seats for outsourcing as well. And we're extremely grateful to be having conversations with Innovate to be in one of our launch pilot facilities in
The Executive Secretary of TED Fund, Sonny Echono, says the fund secured the Science Granting Council Initiative Allocation Research Grant of $250,000 in 2023 for Nigerian researchers.
TED Fund is one of the 17 members of this initiative, and we represent Nigeria on their board. And through them, we were able to secure an allocation of about $250,000 in 2023 for Nigerian researchers funded by the International Development and Research Center based in Canada.
Participants and researchers showcase various projects and their importance.
8,000 are functional and accessible. We plan to capture 5,000 PHCs, that's the primary healthcare centers, in a span of 3 to 5 years. Our outreach is the business to government, vis-a-vis the business to business and business to consumer.
Waterborne diseases are a significant public health challenge across Nigeria. All of us, no matter who we have to take a cup of water every day. Sometimes we don't even know what is inside.
The innovations emerging from SGCI represent a unique opportunity for investors looking to back projects with high-profile growth potentials. Ramsey Enoch Agbo reporting for Global TV News.
And on the foreign scene tonight, a student has been arrested in Israel on suspicion of spying for Iran. The 22-year-old is alleged to have committed security offenses and carried out attacks on behalf of Iranian agents. According to a joint statement by the Shin Belt Domestic Security Service and the police, the young man, who studies information system at Ben-Gurion University in Beersheba, is from the Arab village of the Al-Sad in northern Israel. And now to the world of sport, where the jostle for medals has begun at the 2025 African Fencing Championship in Lagos, with continental powerhouse Egypt showcasing their dominance by winning the tournament's first gold medal. 150 fencers from 18 countries across the continent are competing at Charterhouse, Lagos, in the 23rd edition of the tournament. The 5-day tournament was opened with the Men's Open, which women's fall individual event, with the contest decided by 1st to 5 hits in 3 minutes. A former Two-time UFC middleweight championship Israel Adesanya will be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame on Thursday today as his epic 2019 clash with Kelvin Gastelum joins the promotion's prestigious fight win at a ceremony at T-Mobile in Las Vegas, USA. The Nigerian-born New Zealander 5-round interim middleweight title battle at UFC 236, which he won via unanimous decision, will be enshrined alongside other legendary contestants like Forrest Griffin versus Stephen Bonner, Matt Hughes versus Frank Trigg II, Anderson Silva versus Charles Solomon as part of 2025 class. And as it on Global TV News Cycle, a quick reminder that Global Television is on the STV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using @Global TV NG. You can download Global TV Nigerian app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. I am Ramsey Enoch Agbo. Thank you for watching.